microphones going on here right now.
You really want to be heard today.
You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to a very special, spooky episode of The Fuzzy Pod. I'm your host, Hannah Montana.
I didn't know we were introing like that.
And who are you?
I am very obviously not just Maddie. I'm Miley Cyrus.
It's Miley, y'all. Can I say that
It's Miley, y'all.
killed the hair and killed the fit? We're going to need like a full fit check for you at some point because it's so good.
We'll definitely get a quick pic at the end of recording so that we can show our full fits that you voted on, by the way.
Yeah, we are
You're
dressed this
welcome.
way because of
You
our
chose this.
Patreon members. We asked, who should we be for Halloween? We did a little poll, and you voted, and Hannah
It was a
Montana.
landslide.
Yeah. It looked like maybe Glinda and Elphaba were going to win for a second, and I was already ordering the green makeup. I was ready.
I think you wanted that to win.
I think I did, and then once it landed on Hannah Montana and Miley, I was like, you know what? I'm here for it, and I already have a semi-pop star closet, so it wasn't that hard to find sequins. What was hard to find was this wig.
Yeah, the wig was
It's not even
didn't
like
exist.
biblically accurate Hannah Montana, but it was the closest we could
canon.
get. It's not. And let me tell you, the first wig we ordered, okay, it's my B also for going to Amazon, first of all. I ordered this wig that you and I picked out. We're like, this will be great. It'll be perfect. It gets in. Tell me why. The bangs were a different shade of hair, just completely from
It's
the rest of the
wild.
wig. It was like they sewed a different wig. They
Wig,
combined
yeah.
two wigs together. It was so bad.
That's wild.
Like dark brown bangs, bright blonde hair.
That's
was the rest of it.
crazy. It's
Could be a look, but it's not Hannah.
not what we ordered.
It's not what we ordered, more importantly.
More importantly, it's not what we ordered.
Thankfully, returns are easy there. I did get these sunglasses kind of last second, though, at the thrift store. They were giving, like, you know when Hannah wears sunglasses sometimes? These kind of look like hers.
Like you shouldn't have put those on now because you're gonna mess up your
makeup.
wig.
Do I just keep this the whole time?
You might have to keep the sunglasses on.
Is this okay? This is what I'm wearing the rest of the pod.
We don't have time for you to have to readjust your wig.
Oh gosh, okay. I'm committed to the glasses at least until we pause the camera. Okay, I have two microphones going on right now, and I have to make sure they don't bump into each other because I have my pop star microphone and my podcast microphone.
Maybe you should like lower the pop star one now that you've got the look.
Oh, ooh,
Okay, she's not listening to me.
whoa.
This feeling
I'm Hannah
this
Montana.
is feeling traumatic.
I'm Hannah Montana. I do what I want.
Maybe I should have been the pop star. It may have been less triggering for me.
You already have the Miley hair. Which is perfect.
I didn't want to wear the blonde wig. I was like, I cannot be blonde. I literally said, I'm sorry, Megan. You have to be the blonde one because you can pull it off better than me.
I don't
And
know.
that's just the truth.
I feel like you could be a cute blonde.
I feel very strongly that I can't. Did I tell you that I had a moment the other day? Sorry, you were taking a sip, so now I felt I had to.
Yeah, take a
I
sip
was
from your
looking at
cute little
old
pumpkin.
photos, and there was a year where I had blonde hair.
Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah, like in 2018 maybe.
Please tell me. I don't think I did that intentionally.
I think you had a different shade of hair and it like faded into blonde because obviously you know
And I
you
just
bleach,
was, like,
you have to bleach it underneath.
Too lazy to get it
Done.
done.
I guess maybe you liked it.
No, I didn't. I looked back at photos. I was like,
But maybe
she
in the
wasn't
moment
happy.
you did.
No, I think I just never get my hair done.
It is expensive to get your hair done. In all fairness,
What are we drinking today so I don't have a jump scare?
we are having in our little jack-o'-lantern mugs today
Megan got me a new one.
Thai
Because
tea.
if you're a real one, you know that mine started leaking while we were recording the podcast.
Yeah, our very first fall episode, we had brought these mugs out, and Maddie's broke, so I bought her a new one. I found another one. It was the last one, by the way, at the store.
Oh my god.
And I was like, this feels like meant
Meant
to
to
be.
be.
I can't take myself seriously. Can we just talk about the fact that we have monitors now?
Oh my gosh. I just realized I'm probably looking at the monitor way too much.
I know. That's going to be the problem with having them. It's nice because now we know if we're actually
I
recording or
need to
not,
look
and if we're in
here
focus.
and glance. Like, it needs to be like, you know how when you're driving and you're supposed to be glancing in your mirrors?
Yeah.
Like, that's how we have to, like,
Yeah. Just has
mind
to be
ourselves.
occasionally.
But thank you to our Patreon
Yeah.
peeps for
This is because of
helping.
you.
It's because of you that we were able to buy a monitor so that we can make sure that we don't lose video.
And a new hard drive because we keep on doing this. So thank you so much.
We keep on doing, whether you like it or not.
We're making the videos. I think that we should break down our thought process behind our fits very quickly, and then we'll move into our Halloween special, if you will.
Yeah.
So
insert spooky music.
Ooh, tell me about your fit and how you feel this.
I'm styled by
Miley.
Thrifting.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well,
I was going for like season 1 Miley.
Yes.
So there's like literally a photo where she's wearing like almost an identical. It's got like long sleeves. So okay, sorry.
No,
sue me.
It's very close,
but
though.
It's very close. Like crochet brown little jacket and a plaid skirt, and you know the belt was giving. I came from Tennessee, and I'm just here to be a pop star, be a normal tween. And yeah, so
the headband with the curly hair, the way you did your hair, like the style of it is like so season 1 Miley Stewart. Yeah, you nailed that. Which was that her natural hair? The curls? Does she have naturally curly hair?
Does she have naturally curly hair?
It's like Taylor Swift. I forget she has naturally curly hair sometimes too. Like there's so many curly-headed girlies.
Wait, why are they straightening their hair?
Because it was the 2010s.
But no, Taylor Swift still has like straightens her hair. If her hair's naturally curly, you're saying?
No, yeah, I don't know why she does now still. Maybe she just prefers the way it looks. Well, she's been keeping her hair very short lately too. I mean, not as much, I guess, right now, but what era is she in? She's the era where she encompasses all of the eras.
She's still touring, and it's wild.
How is Taylor Swift still on tour? I saw she was back in the States, and I was like,
she added
is
more.
It round 2?
Yes.
She's coming back to Nashville? We should look, because I actually would.
So.
I would love to go.
I'm not
if
paying
I could
for
ever
that
get
ticket.
I'm not. I would like to pay the price that it is normally. I don't want to pay for
concert tickets these days are all expensive.
The scalper
I feel like
price.
you used to be able to get tickets like for pretty reasonable.
Yes. We were trying to get tickets to Sweat. We were trying to get tickets to Chapel. Impossible.
They were all like $200 minimum.
To entertain ourselves.
And that's why Megan is Hannah Montana.
So my fit today. Wig brought to you by Amazon.
You're wearing like full-on skinny jeans.
Black skinny jeans, white skinny jeans would have been better. I didn't feel like thrifting them. I saw some for $10 and I was like, do I want to? I know it's $10, but I was like, do I want to spend $10 on pants I'll probably never wear again?
I can't believe you still have skinny jeans.
I kept one pair just in case for a moment like this.
I mean, yeah, like fair enough.
The belt was one I already owned. We kind of have symmetry in that, which I love.
Yeah. Mine's like the country version.
It's what connects us, Yeah. The Hannah to the Miley.
Yeah.
I made a sequin scarf because I don't have one, but I want one. And I thought of it like last second. And thankfully I have a box of ribbons. And so I cut the sequin ribbon I had into a scarf.
Yeah, it works well.
Pink sequin top I already had. I think it's from I think it's Old Express maybe. And then the sunglasses, I just thrifted. I saw them yesterday at the thrift store and went back for them today because I was like, I kind of feel like I need one more thing. Oh, and Popstar microphone. Someone in our Twitch community gifted us some mics a while back, and with those mics came this. And so I think it's for if you're giving presentations at a meeting, was the way it was advertised on the box. But works for a makeshift Popstar mic too. I don't know why I did finger guns. Who am I? I'm Hannah.
It's giving early 2000s.
It is. I think that's why.
Yeah. Did she do finger guns a lot? I feel like that was a thing she did.
I'm channeling her. She just was. You embodied her just now.
Wow, that was crazy. I saw that just come over you. I saw it in your eyes. Yeah. Because I can see your eyes very clearly through those sunglasses. I can't see your eyes at all.
I can barely see through these.
So, to kick things off for our Halloween spooktacular, we are going to quickly talk about some costume predictions
Yes.
that we wrote down collectively.
What are we going to see a lot of this year? There's already been a lot of Halloween parties going on, and I've been mostly seeing like niche costumes that I'm living for.
Oh, my favorite one I've seen so far, I just showed you this, and I think you had seen it too,
Ow.
is Al from Toy Story 2 in the chicken costume.
So
And it was
specific.
this girl who was wearing her chicken costume, and then she had like the little goatee and had like the toys like in her hands, and it
was so good. That's
it
my
was
favorite
everything
I've
I
seen too.
needed and more. Like I couldn't ask for a better costume.
No.
Honestly,
No.
truthfully,
I don't think it will get better than that for me.
it will never get better than that.
I love like this time of year. People get so creative. I love the niche costumes.
It's so good.
When it comes across your like FYP, and you're like, this was meant for me.
Yeah, and
I
you're
was meant
like,
to see this.
I needed this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Prediction number 1. I think we're gonna see a lot of other pop icons like Hannah Montana, Chappell Roan,
There's been
Sabrina
so
Carpenter.
yeah, there's been so many like I feel like pop has had like a resurgence
Yes.
of like all these like pop icons. And so for sure,
It's feeling like the 2010s again.
yeah, we're for sure gonna see a lot of like pop girly costumes.
Yes.
And I'm here for it.
I'm so excited. I already saw like someone I follow. They did like a whole Halloween party that was specifically like pop star.
I know,
themed.
so cute. I love that idea.
It's like everyone comes as a pop star.
I love that.
Obviously,
I love the
I'd
idea.
come as myself, Hannah Montana.
I love
Sorry.
that was really cringy. And I don't ever say
loved it.
that. I don't ever say that, but like I needed to throw that out there.
I didn't say it as myself, Megan. I said
Okay,
as
but you
Hannah.
said as myself, and there was like a pause. And like
Well, because I'm Hannah today. I'm Hannah. I'm embodying her.
well, slap me sideways and a pair of 2 fish.
See? Get into character. This is the fun of Halloween.
Oh my.
Sweet.
My
What's the thing she said? Sweet niblets.
What would she say? Dag nabbit? Did she say that?
That feels southern.
Dag nabbit, Miley.
Something about niblets.
Well, jiggle my niblets.
I don't think that was the one, but what else do you think we're gonna see for Halloween costumes?
Giggling my niblets. I don't know. All right. Another one we wrote down was a resurgence of the classics.
Yes.
Whether that's ghosties,
Ghost.
witches,
Witches.
zombies.
Zombies.
I feel like you need to like do like the noises or something like hee or whatever.
Oh, sorry.
You know, like ooh. It's like a zombie, like
Devils. Little devils.
little devils,
Angels.
angels, devils, haunted baby doll,
Yeah. Vampires.
vampires,
Werewolves.
werewolves,
The classic monsters.
What other monsters are there?
Other monsters.
My inner demons.
Myself.
I'm going as my sleep paralysis demon this year.
Oh gosh. Scary.
Okay. No, that's all.
There's like a lot of times you're about to say something and you go, never mind.
I do?
Yeah.
Personally, like me?
Just on the pod.
Well, I hate when people do that. But like the thing is like sometimes like it's either A, a joke that I'm like, that's actually not that funny.
Yeah.
Or B, I'm like, I'm oversharing.
You sat with it for a second. Yeah.
Yeah. And like neither one of those is great.
Yeah.
I can't have people hearing my not good jokes.
She's like, I need to be exclusively funny on here.
Like it needs to be like 10 every 10 out of 10. Like it's 10 out of 10. Okay, another costume I feel like we might see is because I feel like people are leaning into their nostalgia more. Is like, or maybe I just want this to happen. Thinking about the pop icon like Halloween party, everyone come dressed as an American Girl doll.
Yes. So good.
Yeah,
Wait, I think I've seen some people do that already too.
I love that.
I don't know if it'll like pop off, but like huge.
I could
but,
see it popping
but
off.
maybe.
I could see it popping off. I feel like it's been teased.
Yeah.
Enough.
Oh, didn't they release like adult costumes too?
I don't know.
Of like the American Girl dolls?
Did they?
I think they might have. I think they might have.
We don't have to custom make them.
Yeah. Oh, another one too. Like this is kind of an obvious one, but Wicked's coming out this year. Glinda and Elphaba. I think it makes a great duo. I think we'll see a lot of that.
Yeah, definitely.
And the last one that I had for my predictions was Beetlejuice. Just because we had the new Beetlejuice come out.
Yeah, I've already seen
So many
people doing that.
I-
Doing like parties,
Yeah.
like Beetlejuice parties.
Oh, Beetlejuice specific parties
Mm-hmm.
where everyone comes as a Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm. Well, like
As-
a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if everyone was
Everyone
Beetlejuice.
was Beetlejuice. Beetle guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we're not connecting with my sunglasses? Like, can you see me?
I feel fine.
Can you see me?
Like I see your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, why do I want to be like a gumball machine?
I've seen those before. I love like really creative, cute DIYs like those.
Yeah.
It's very outside the box.
What has been like, besides, like we talked about our pop girlies, what else has been like a pop culture moment?
That's the thing. There hasn't been like
I
a
feel
ton of
like-
like pop culture moments that have
Yeah.
popped off for me where I'm like, oh, that's clearly going to be like a trending Halloween costume.
Yeah, I
this
mean,
year.
I think we still will. We said this last year, but we definitely are going to see more like Travis and Kelsey. We're definitely going to see like Taylor and Travis costumes like up the
Yeah, those will
wazoo.
continue.
Like those are just going to continue. Did you see? This has nothing to do with anything, but I was like, how does this affect everyone hating on Blake Lively because they were spotted going on a double date with Taylor and Travis in New York?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so like, is everyone chill with Blake Lively now because Taylor said it's cool, or are people still angry?
I honestly don't know the conversations around that, but the way history kind of goes, it's like all of a sudden society decides, oh, we hate this one actress right now,
And then it's
And
like
then-
fizzles out.
fizzles out, and then they move on to someone else.
It's so
it happened
weird.
to Anne Hathaway. It happened to
Princess Diaries.
what
We're
happened?
gonna see a lot of those costumes because
Yes.
they announced the third one, and Devil Wears Prada.
I'm excited.
We're gonna see
excited to
those.
see
I feel like
those movies too.
yeah, but I feel like we're gonna see people like wanting to do those costumes. All right, that's my last guess. That's my last prediction.
Now that we've wrapped up our Halloween predictions, which we'll have to like, check in on those afterwards. I mean, we don't have like a ton.
I just felt like last year there were so many like pop culture moments that we just had like
Yes.
a good amount, but like this year I was like, I don't really know. Like
There's nothing really clear to me. Like what is
What is
2024?
2024?
Yeah. What defines it in terms of pop culture?
yeah, I don't.
One's gonna go as like the presidential candidates, What?
I just thought about Liam Payne.
No. Stop. No, don't be sad. No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
sad. Why are
Rest
you
in
doing that to me?
peace.
Stop.
I'm sorry. We were talking about pop culture and I just like
No, yeah, I get it. I get how your brain went there. We asked you to share your most iconic Halloween costumes that you've ever done. And these are some of the responses that we got. Starting strongly with a Teletubby. We should have done Teletubbies this year. That would have been iconic.
Wait, there's 4 of us.
Yes.
Twinkie, Dinky,
Lala
Lala,
and
and
Poe.
Poe.
You, me, our husbands.
Yes, that's
Wait,
it.
I call
That's
Poe.
the one. Wait, is Poe the purple one?
Poe's the red one. The shortest one.
But like I'm Poe.
You are?
Poe is my favorite.
Okay, I'll be...
No, it's fine.
I'll be
You're
the
the
one with the
shortest
purse. I like him.
Hang on.
He's cute.
Let's
He's the tallest, though.
Is the one that's purple the tallest?
I think so. That's the one with the bag.
Why didn't we think of this sooner? What in the heck are Teletubbies?
So...
All right, so this is the order. So you would be
they're
Poe,
aliens. Yeah.
and I'd be this one, the yellow one.
Yeah.
And then Ted would be the green one, and then Cooper would have to be the purple one.
Yeah. Wait, the green one is so tan. He's so much tanner than the rest of them. I never noticed that.
Wait, that is you though. Stop it right now. Okay, so they're aliens.
Oh, we forgot to do transition sounds. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, next up. A jellyfish curled and taped streamers to an umbrella with blue and purple twinkle lights.
That's so cute.
Cool, but a pain to carry.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so creative.
These are the kind of like DIY ones I'm talking about.
Yes,
That, like,
that's so good.
really just take the cake or whatever, as they say,
Yeah.
like every year. Like, so good.
Take
like-
the cake.
What's it like? Gets all the awards from me.
Yeah.
Like, those are so much better sometimes than like, I just got generic costume.
Just spent hundreds of dollars on a costume.
Yeah. Like, you put your heart and soul into that.
You put your energy into that, and I love that.
And no one else has it. Like,
And
no one else has that
literally
costume.
no one else has that.
Unless you follow the step-by-step DIY with links from the creator. Then maybe someone else has it. But not yours,
But not yours is still unique. It's still unique.
Oh my gosh, hey! I used to like Halloween. I think I liked being Hannah Montana once. Who, me?
Did
Hannah from Timu?
Did Hannah Montana have like when she was Hannah?
Yeah.
Did she have like her like twang, or was it only when she was Miley?
I think it was only when she was Miley. She was able to like kind of turn it off.
Honestly, scary.
She could have like worked for like the CIA or something. She could have been a
Yes.
spy. She was really good at her job.
What we don't know is actually it's a really dark story, and she has like multiple personality disorder, and like she never actually was a successful pop star.
On season 4 of Hannah Montana, the truth is revealed. Or 5? What would it be? How many seasons?
I don't
did they
even
make?
know. Okay, next.
Shows are always shorter than you
They're
think
always
they
like
were.
I know they're always like 3 seasons. 3 seasons. Okay, next up, they say Puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's spooky. That's real spooky. You went spoopy.
Very scary. Ooh, another cute DIY. Queen of Hearts. I sewed a skirt out of cards. It was more difficult than I thought it would be. No.
Wait, that's
yeah.
so cool. I love that.
That sounds very difficult. That's amazing. I hope you like.
I wish we had
that.
like pictures of these costumes.
I know. I almost like was gonna say after the fact, like DM us like pictures of your costumes too, because I want to see these.
Yes. No, literally. Okay. This one says, husband was Dwight, I was Angela from The Office.
A classic.
Another fantastic one. I love that.
Classic. Someone I knew did. I never really watched The Office, but kind of like, successor to it. Is that what you'd call it? Like a one that kind of came later, Parks and Rec, but kind of inspired
like,
by
it
that
was
format.
From what I heard, I don't know how true this is, so someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think they were toying around with the idea of it being a spinoff, and then they ended up just making it its own thing.
Interesting.
Because what's her face?
Amy Poehler.
No, the other one. Rashida Jones.
Yeah.
That's her name, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
She was on The Office for like a season or two.
Oh, yes.
And then went to Parks and Rec.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how true it is that because like her character is completely different. Like, so I don't know. I think they were just like, oh, this show is successful. Let's make another one like it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Andy and April.
Oh, yes.
When they dress up though as like the detective and
Yeah.
I can't remember their characters' names.
Yeah.
They had those like code names or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Someone dressed up like as their code name characters. I was like, that's a good one.
Oh.
Someone took all the Hannah Montana transitions and the vocal transitions and put them like in a video, and I swear it's like an hour long. Like there's more than we realize.
No, I believe that. I would have bought if you would have said it's 10 hours long. Longer than the amount of episodes that exist.
No, literally. My scarf is choking me. This is a hazard.
Did
this
Miley
is why we left these behind in 2000s.
Did
early
Miley
2000s?
actually sing those like transitions?
Yeah.
I wonder how many hours of transitions they have. Like in just the Vault. The
So
Disney
many.
Vault.
So many.
I think it is your shirt that's making the crunchy sound when you move your arm.
It's my sequins.
Yeah.
Dude, my outfit actually as a whole is a hazard.
It's
I
like
have this
very
scarf
noisy.
that could choke me. I have these sequins that are scratchy.
Did I ever tell you I almost like actually died from a
Sequin
choker
scarf?
necklace?
Oh, a choker necklace.
Yeah, I was like eating something and I literally started choking and like I couldn't breathe and I had to like rip the necklace off.
What? Oh my gosh.
And it wasn't one of those like just like, like the stretchy
Yeah,
90s
yeah.
ones. It was like I think it was
Like a
like made
metal
out of like
one?
ribbon or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's scary.
But it, like, validated my childhood fears because every time at school, when I would eat lunch, I would remove my necklaces.
I've never removed a necklace for eating, but I feel like now I should.
Yeah.
What? Now I'm afraid to drink the rest of my Thai tea with it. Okay,
No, you're fine, you're fine.
I keep hitting my microphones together, and I hope it is not
I
making
feel
a
like
ton of sound. Should I just take my Popstar microphone
no,
off?
maybe just lower it. Like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's better?
Final one.
Yes.
Me as Coraline and my boyfriend as Wibby. That's
Is it
really
Wilby?
cute. Wilby.
What's his name?
It says Wibby.
Is that his name?
Hold, please. Yeah, Wibby.
No.
W
YB.
Y YB B-I-E.
YB, right? Or
YB.
Wib. It's not Wibby. It's definitely not
I'm
Wibby.
just saying it wrong. The English language is hard, okay? It could be Wibby.
They don't tell you that.
YB. Coraline and YB. Yeah.
YB.
Wibby.
Wake up.
YB correcting me when it doesn't really matter.
Wow.
No, I'm making that joke because you're always like, every time I want to do a redo, you're like, it's fine. Just let people make comments about how you said that word wrong.
I mean, yeah. I wasn't trying to correct you. I was asking for a friend.
YB.
Why be bothering me?
Why be just Coraline when you could have your boyfriend be YB? I just dressed up as Coraline one time, so having like the addition as the duo. Yeah, just because I felt like it. It was Halloween. No, actually, it wasn't. It was just for fun.
I
having
love
the duo is so good.
Coraline.
It's a great costume. It's a great costume. Pro tip: if you ever buy orchids from like the grocery store or whatever, like 9 times out of 10 they'll have a little dragonfly clip to like support it, like on the stake. At least.
Oh, you're saying to put in
and
your hair.
you take that and you can wear it as the dragonfly clip in your hair.
Okay, I'm tracking. I was like, I thought you were just trying to like lay some plant knowledge on us for some reason, and I was like, okay, like why are we talking about orchids?
Yeah, this is how you care for an orchid.
Pro
okay?
tip.
Welcome to my 10 step.
So real buttons to your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
What if one of us was button-eyed Coraline and the other was regular Coraline?
Next year. Next year.
I just keep thinking of ideas. All right, well, thank you for writing in your favorite Halloween costumes. Those were great. We had some creative ones in there.
I know, the jellyfish was up there for me.
I was Barbie. You know?
Yeah. Like mine.
I mean, but it's like Slay if you were, but.
Yeah. I kind of look like Barbie, huh? I wanted it to be clear that I'm Hannah.
I think it's pretty clear. It feels clear to me.
The microphone.
I can see clearly now. The hair is down. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not creative today. My creative juices are like depleted.
Well, guess what? You don't need them because we're gonna be reading scary stories
that
other people wrote on Reddit, and we'll share the links and stuff.
I want to go as a Redditor for Halloween.
And what would you wear? A fedora?
Fedora for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe like draw on like a little neck beard.
Milady.
And yeah, just all you have to do is go around and go, Milady. I think you wear like a vest.
Yeah.
With like, I think I wear like a black t-shirt. I have that gray vest I've worn like 6 times in the podcast. I think I leave that like, button that up.
With a white t-shirt underneath or something.
I think black. I think a black t-shirt. And then like some maybe ill-fitting jeans.
There's something there. Keep cooking that one. You have a few days.
I still have time.
If I bump my fake microphone into my real microphone one more time.
I should have looked up Miley phrases.
Sweet niblets, I'm telling you.
I ain't never heard nobody say, what is a niblet?
I'm telling you.
You think? She did say that.
That's just very that's very early 2000s.
You think? All right, Megan, do you want to read your spoopy story first, or would you like me to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Ugh.
Should I
be scared?
No.
No?
No, I didn't want to go too scary.
Same. I read some that were like morbid, and I was like, this is too much, Like I wanted to be scary, but not like their skin was removed, their eyes were removed, their nails were removed.
Eyebrows were gouged out.
Like literally I read one like that, and it's like it's fiction. But also I'm like, are you okay?
Oh, these
Are
aren't
you
fiction.
okay?
I'm reading ghost stories.
You're reading a real ghost story?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
picked fiction ones. Oh, I'm so excited.
So I picked a story from
I'm nervous.
r/ghost stories. Okay, that's a subreddit I'm reading this off of. And I picked this one because I thought it was interesting because the title says real experiences I've had while working as a nurse. And I love hearing like the stories that nurses have, especially like if they work like late shifts or like,
Yeah.
you know, because
Some
hospitals be spooky.
stuff. I guess a
Okay.
lot of people die there, huh?
Yes.
That kinda
I
makes
mean, that's kind of
sense.
the point of the hospital.
That's the point of the hospital, to die there? Oh my gosh.
I guess the point is to try to live.
Yeah. I was like, "Wait, what?"
But it also is like a place that people die off.
Oh my god.
I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because my brain's broken and I'm uncomfortable.
No,
And
it's funny.
hospitals
No,
scare
I'm
me.
just kidding.
Like, I don't know how people give birth in hospitals. Like, I get why people do it, but, like,
So
I feel like I would
sterile and
like, I
sad.
feel like I would be so stressed out that I'm gonna get
You're, like, starting life there. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Okay, anyways, not the point. Alright. So, this OP lists or gives us 5 different stories. So, that's why also I picked this because I was like, we get some variety.
Ooh.
They say, in my mid-20s, I worked at a subacute rehab facility. Generally, these places exist to help those who are struggling after an accident, surgery, etc., to regain their mobility and quality of life with the help of physical therapy and around-the-clock nursing care. I worked in the dementia unit. These patients were long-term and most ended up living out the rest of their days there. Although it was called the dementia unit, our patients were comprised of those suffering from permanent or long-term brain-related conditions. This included dementia, Alzheimer's, coma, strokes, traumatic brain injuries, and brain tumors. These are the experiences I had while working there. 1. A disembodied hand.
Uh,
It's not as bad as it sounds. I had just clocked in for the evening and received report from the day shift nurse. I was standing at the end of the hallway with my back against the wall, reviewing the notes I had taken from the previous nurse. Whilst reading over my slip of paper, I felt what could only be described as a hand dragging its fingers horizontally across my abdomen.
Nope.
I jerked back and looked around, but I was completely alone. 2. I like how they titled these two. This is supposed to be true. These are supposed to be true. The Call Light Symphony. Although I do not have a particular story about call lights, it was a normal occurrence to have call lights in empty rooms triggered, even in rooms where the wires that were attached to call button were unplugged from the wall. Some nights the nurses would be forced to respond to several phantom calls from empty rooms.
Nope.
Spooky. Nope. Could you imagine?
You go into a room.
It's unplugged.
Nope.
You go in and it's unplugged. It's not
Mm-mm.
even plugged in.
Mm-mm.
Ghosties.
No.
Okay. 3. The empty room ghost. At the very end of one of our halls contained a habitually empty room. The heat/air conditioning unit was broken, so patients were never placed there. The nurses and aides would use that room for privacy during personal phone calls. To poop in peace.
Yeah, real.
Or do whatever else required some seclusion. One evening, I headed into the room's bathroom to touch up my makeup and fix my hair. I left the bathroom door slightly ajar while going about my business. I was putting my hair up in a bun when the bathroom door slammed shut behind me. Like, slammed is crazy.
No, because you know how sometimes when the AC kicks on and it'll close a random door?
Yeah. No. But the AC was broken in this room. There's no draft happening in this room.
Oh my gosh, you're right. It can only be a ghost.
Mid-heart attack, I spun around and jerked the door back open. The room was empty. The time it would have taken a human to exit the room would have been longer than what it took for me to open the bathroom door. I'd also like to note that there was no furniture in the room, nothing a human could have hid behind. I'm convinced it wasn't a living person who slammed that door. 4. This one's called The Last Farewell. One patient we had residing in the long-term unit was a middle-aged woman with severe Down syndrome. She was mostly nonverbal, save for a few words she would utter randomly. She was very sweet and always had a smile on her face, and it was my turn to help her eat dinner that night, the night this story takes place. She didn't have motor skills to eat properly, so I spoon-fed her while we caught up on cartoons on her TV set. But this particular night, she acted completely out of character. I didn't notice at first because I was engrossed in the show we were watching. I failed to notice her attempts to get my attention. When I was reading this, I was like, isn't that your job?
Yeah. You're like, wait a
She's
second.
like, I'm sorry, I'm watching Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. She's like, I'm in the private bathroom going poop.
She's like, Shrek's on. You think I'm paying attention? Sorry, I always have to bring up Shrek. Okay. I failed to notice her attempts to get my attention. She finally resorted to using grunts to call me away from the TV screen. When I did finally notice, she seemed overjoyed with something. Her mouth was stretched into a wide grin, and she was pointing at an empty corner in the back of her room. I could clearly see the corner, but nothing else. I looked back and forth between her and the corner, but couldn't understand what she was trying to communicate. She was pointing, giggling, and waving at apparently nothing in the corner. I tried asking her what she was trying to show me. Simple yes and no questions she could nod or shake her head to. I became uneasy with her actions because I knew she was seeing something I could not. After I finished up feeding her, I walked back out of the hallway and was immediately approached by a fellow nurse. My stomach sank and I felt queasy while she told me the next door neighbor of the woman I was just feeding had passed away during dinner time.
Oh my gosh, she saw her ghost pass through.
Yes! Okay, last one. This one's called The Window Watcher. Not my story. This was told to me by a fellow nurse. So this is OP nurse is relaying a story that one of her fellow nurses had shared. My friend, let's call her Mary, worked the night shift at the same rehab as I, but this story takes place years before I was hired there. Mary was close to one of her patients, and she went out of her way to make her feel special. The patient was an elderly woman with no living family and was chronically lonely. Let's call the patient Emily. When Mary bonded with Emily, it became a habit of Emily's to wait by her room's window, which faced the employee parking lot. So when she saw Mary walking up to the building, she would wave. This became a special occasion for Emily, and the two would wave to one another before and after Mary's shift while she traveled to and from the employee parking lot. Then Emily fell ill and was unable to get out of bed for a while. Every time Mary pulled up for work, she would check to see if Emily was waiting by the window. When she didn't see her, she would know walking in that Emily was still sick. This went on for a few weeks. Mary would pull into the parking lot, hoping to see her sweet patient up and out of bed and waiting patiently to wave to her. But then one day, Mary showed up at work and saw Emily standing at her window. Peering out over the employee parking lot, Mary was thrilled and hopped out of her car and gave Emily a gleeful wave. But Emily stood motionless and did not react to Mary's exuberant greeting. Puzzled, Mary headed into the building only to quickly find out Emily passed away earlier that day.
That one, I'm like, what if it could have been someone else in the window if you can't see very clearly, you know? I happen to be looking out at the same time, but regardless, spooky. That's scary. I feel like if it was Emily's ghost or whatever, she would have waved back.
She would have waved, I think.
That's what I think too. Thank you for sharing those spooky
But like,
stories.
how high up was that window?
That's what I'm saying.
If it was only like a second story, like you could see the person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If it wasn't tall.
Does she have a twin?
Some of these like hospice places, like it's not like a hospital where it's like
yeah, that's true.
a tall building.
That's true.
All right, read us your fake story. It's probably real.
Wait, I actually have one from the same subreddit, r/ghost stories.
Read it to us.
This one is called Picture at Night. Cue the spooky music. I used to live in a trailer years ago and experienced many paranormal things. One night while I was awake, I got an overwhelming feeling I was being watched. So I grabbed my camera and started to take pictures to see if I could capture anything.
What?
I kept getting black streaks that looked like smoke in my pictures. I probably took 20 pictures each. each one having the same effect. I saved the pictures and planned on looking at them in the morning in case I missed something. I laid back down after turning off the camera
Mm-mm.
and setting it on the stand beside me and went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, anxious to look at the pictures to see if I caught something. To my surprise, the first picture that came up was a picture of us sleeping.
Oh my God, I knew you were going to say that.
It's as if someone stood over our bed and took a picture. I freaked out. The camera was on the stand when I woke up, and there's no way someone would sneak into our place. We moved out shortly after.
Please.
Isn't that scary?
Wait, were the other pictures on the camera still?
I don't know about that. They didn't mention that. They just have that, like, the
Did
first
they
picture
comment?
that came up. Let's see.
Sometimes they'll comment.
It was only 8 days ago. This is a fresh story on r/ghost stories.
This is picture at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll quickly look. But it doesn't look like it. The demon in my room.
There's some scary ones. Ah! All right, since that was a shorter one, I have one more for you.
All right, let's do it.
Apparently, this one actually is a real story too. So you ended up with 2 real stories.
I'm scared.
Or supposedly so, it's the internet after all.
Stop it, I believe in ghosties.
This is r/scary stories though.
Okay.
So no ghosties here. And this one is called Man in the Basement.
No, because the scarier thing is not the ghosties. The scarier thing is the humans. That's the scarier thing, and we all know it.
Oh, that's why we're reading scary stories. When I was about 16, I was babysitting for a family friend. I took the girl, Maddie, outside to play on the swing set in the backyard, and it was getting pretty dark around 8 or 8:30.
Oh, no.
I started getting a weird feeling, like we were being watched. I looked around and didn't see anyone, but I was still freaked out. So I took her inside since she had to go to bed soon anyway. I put her to sleep at around 9 and started to watch TV in the living room. About 10 minutes later, I hear rustling outside the house.
Mm-mm.
I, stupidly, go to check it out, and I don't see anything, so I just assume it was an animal and go back inside. About 20 minutes later, I hear footsteps from Maddie's room, so I go upstairs to put her back to bed. I open her door and see that she is still fast asleep in her bed. It's dark in the room, but I can see some stuff because of the light from the window. I look in the corner to see the shadowy silhouette kneeling in the corner. I immediately turn on the light to see an actual man there. He tries to run out the door, but I kick him in the nuts.
Hell yeah.
I call the police, and it turns out the man had been living in the basement for about 6 months.
Stop it. Why does this happen?
Going in and out through a hole in the side of the house. He had been watching
Check your house for holes.
He'd been watching the family while they were outside and while they were sleeping. I haven't babysat since.
What was he being nefarious?
I have no idea.
Or was he just trying to sneak in and out?
Maybe he was just living there?
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, why was he in the kids' room?
I don't know. It's scary. That's so scary.
Oh my gosh, this person's my hero, though.
I laughed so hard because it, like, breaks the scariness up a little when they're like, I kicked him in the nuts.
And then I kicked him in the nuts.
I kicked him in the nards. What was that tall girl? I was like, who says nards? Who wrote this script?
Nards is an underutilized word, to be fair.
No, she didn't say, like, she's like, I kicked him in the groin. She's like, she says, I kicked him in the nuts. I was like, oh, brave, though. I would scream. I don't think I'd be able to
Do you
kick
think
someone.
in that situation you would be fight or flight? Like, do you think you'd run away?
If I'm protecting someone, like she's in a babysitting role,
yeah,
I'm more of a fight.
I feel like I would fight.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the are you doing here?
I'd grab a toy and start throwing it at him or something.
I think I'd poke his eyes out. I'd be like, what are you doing here?
Poke his eyes.
Would you not? I'd kick him in the nuts. I'd kick him in the nards. And then I'd poke his eyes out.
I'd be too scared to do that. I don't know. Who's to say? I hope I don't find myself in a situation
Like
where
barbarian
a strange man
style
is coming in through a hole in my house for 6 months.
No, tell me why. I always am like terrified that's going to be the reality. Like that someone's going to be like living in my attic.
No, I do think that is one of my biggest fears.
Like,
I do think so.
That is terrifying.
We should do like monthly checks in the attic, honestly, in our basements,
yes,
in crawl spaces,
in crawl spaces. Check your holes.
Check your holes,
okay?
man.
If you learn one thing from today's episode, check your holes.
Oh gosh, terrifying. Well, that's all I have for you on the scary stories, Maddie.
That's all I have for you. Well, actually, I have multiple scary stories that I saved, but
Until
but
next
alas,
time.
we are out of time.
Thank you so much for joining us for this very extra spooky special episode. Any thoughts on Halloween as a whole this year? Like, how are you feeling about like Halloween, like as an
Me?
adult? Yeah.
Pretty good. I have a feeling I'm gonna be working on Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weekday,
Which,
right?
Yeah. So
That kind of makes sense. Wait, wait.
but I want to go out
Can you
dancing.
dress up?
I don't think so. I do have this cutie. Did I wear it on the podcast? I think I did. Like the pumpkin corduroy
sweater?
shirt. Yeah, I
Yes.
think I'll wear that if I
That's
end up
so
working on
cute.
Halloween.
You can't wear like little devil ears or something or
Devil ears.
devil horns. What are they called?
What are devil ears?
That's how they hear. That's how devils hear is through their horns.
You heard it here first. Devils hear from their horns, and
They don't have ears.
they
just
don't have
horns.
ears.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're signing out. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Fuzzy Pod. Once again, I am Hannah Montana.
And I am Miley Stewart.
And thanks for being here and supporting the Fuzzy Pod. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe. Leave us a comment.
A comment.
A comment. Gotta go see if I got any new comments. Oh man. Leave us a comment, rating, and review. Oh my gosh,
Follow us on
microphones
Instagram.
are running into each other. Follow us on Instagram, and also
That's where we get our listener submissions from. So if you want to be a part of the episodes, head on over there.
Also, bonus episodes go out the first Monday of every month over on the Patreon. So be sure to go check that out over there. I can't believe I wore sunglasses an entire episode.
How'd it feel? Pretty good. Oh,
Like-
now you got marks on your face.
I get why people do it though.
It felt right. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't so blinding.
Exactly. Like I get
Maybe
why
I should try it.
rock stars or whatever wear sunglasses inside.
I never feel cooler than when I'm wearing sunglasses inside. Like I know, like especially like going to the airport like early in the
Mhm,
morning. It's not even about feeling cool. Like I just feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like
I will say like wearing sunglasses early in the morning at the airport is giving hungover, but I really don't care what people
No, I
think.
don't care because like when I
'Cause
wake
maybe I
up that
am.
early, I feel hungover.
Yeah, true.
Like I fully feel hungover, but like I didn't have fun the night before.
Yeah. You just
Just all the negative consequences.
I was gonna say like you're still in your 20s. I was like, it's just the consequences of waking up in your 30s. But you don't have that yet.
Well, now I'm just thinking it's gonna get way worse.
It's all downhill from here, baby. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next Fuzzy Friday.
Bye.
Bye.